City Morning Show.
Good morning, muy buenos días todos y bienvenidos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana, hoy 18 de noviembre, cuando son las 7:01. Ojalá y su fin de semana sea desarrollado a su gusto, que se hayan divertido, que lo hayan utilizado productivamente y bueno, y también es bueno simplemente sentarse y relajar y no tener nada en la mente. Eso no hay nada más bonito que eso. Pero cuando la responsabilidad llama, tenemos que darle máxima atención a la responsabilidad. Cuando se tiene que trabajar, se tiene que trabajar. Compañeros, un bonito día aquí en Orange Walk. Ojalá y esté tan bonito como donde vive usted, como aquí en Orange Walk. Bastante fresca la mañana, agradable como diría mi mamá. Y, y no frío, pero agradable. Y con ganas, te llena con ganas de vivir, de hacer algo hoy por la mañana. Hoy es el 18 de noviembre. Para las personas que están cumpliendo años, quiero saludarles. Quiero saludar a mi sobrino que ayer cumplió años. Él vive en la ciudad de Belice. Carlos, felicidades, muchas, muchas felicidades. Y a su esposa también, Gail, que cumplió años el día anterior. Muchas felicidades. Y también a las personas que no hemos llamado en nombre aquí en Orange Walk, muchas felicidades. Como siempre, compañeros, empezamos nuestro programa con una oración, dándole gracias a nuestro Creador por todas las bendiciones que nos da, porque hoy sucedió un milagro. Hoy sucedió que abrimos los ojos y nos levantamos, nos paramos y podemos respirar, podemos comer, podemos tomar un cafecito, podemos vivir. Así que únete conmigo a darle las gracias a este poder superior. Como digo, no tienes que poner cara, simplemente reconocer este poder superior que es mucho, mucho más fuerte que todos combinados y que le da propósito, creó la vida, le da propósito y le pone orden a la vida. Muy importante. Creó la vida, le da un propósito a la vida y le pone orden a la vida, con un código moral. Padre, te damos las gracias por todas tus bendiciones, por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por el bienestar que nos das, por tu perdón que nos das, por todas las cosas, Padre, por las experiencias, por las enseñanzas. Porque muchas veces, como no entendemos por qué suceden y por qué no suceden las cosas, nos llenamos de angustia y nos enojamos cuando no suceden las cosas a nuestro modo. Permítenos entender, Padre, que todo es a tu tiempo. Cuando tú piensas que es mejor para nosotros. Porque tú en tu eterna sabiduría sabes justo cuándo deben suceder las cosas y cuándo no deben de suceder. Te pido, Padre, que hoy tengamos paciencia. Que hoy podamos ser mejores personas, ser más humildes, más agradecidos, menos mentirosos y menos hipócritas, pero más auténticamente humildes y más auténticos. Permítanos, Padre, hoy poder darle vuelta a las hojas, turn a new leaf, como dicen, y decir, hoy empiezo de nuevo. Padre, como siempre pido por los ancianitos, por los enfermos, por los viejitos, por los niños desamparados. Te pido por todos nosotros que tengamos un día exitoso, que tengamos un día lleno de mucho, mucho éxito. Padre, te bendecimos, te adoramos y te alabamos siempre como nuestro Dios. Amén. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 8 minutes after 7 o'clock. Hace ratitos hoy la mejor mula se me agacha porque la computadora se está actualizando y está bajando todos los updates y updates y updates. Y digo, puchica, no va a terminar hasta que no sé cuántos, 5 o 10 minutos. Pero gracias a Dios ya terminó. Así que vamos rápidamente al reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, 18 de noviembre. Entiendo que Tower Hill llegó a 59 grados hoy por la mañana. Vamos a checarlo. Entiendo que fue la temperatura más helada aquí en el país de Belice, aquí en Orange Walk. Vamos a ir rápidamente. Es que cuando acaba de actualizar la computadora, pues tarda su tiempito. Compañeros, estamos transmitiendo en vivo, en directo desde Nortevisión, aquí en Trial Farm. Un gran gusto poder llegar hasta sus hogares. Estamos transmitiendo por aire, también por cable, y también estamos transmitiendo por internet. Por internet simplemente a través de la página Facebook de Sugar City Morning Show. Y también estamos, como dije, por aire, un servicio especial, un servicio gratis para toda la gente que vive en el norte del país. No se tiene que pagar $1 por este servicio, enteramente. Un servicio gratis de parte de los dueños y la gerencia de esta estación de televisión. También quiero decir que estamos en cable, canal 62, aquí en Orange Walk. Todavía no entra a la página esta, pero son las 7:10. Vamos a esperar un tantito más, como ojalá, mañana es día feriado, quiero decirles que mañana es día feriado. Generalmente el 19 de noviembre se observa como Garifuna Settlement Day y como otras fechas que son celebradas como holidays aquí en Belice, pues no los mueven. La fecha es la fecha. Por eso todos estaban extrañados de que un movimiento hace un par de meses de que querían mover el 21 al 23 y no sé qué, pero qué tontera. En realidad, qué tontera. Compañeros, estamos, como digo, aquí trabaditos con esto, pero vamos a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes. Tan pronto estos anuncios, tan pronto la pausa, estaremos de vuelta con el reporte del estado del tiempo. Vamos a esta pausa.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. Diginet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, Diginet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by Diginet. Diginet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Bienvenidos a este segundo segmento del Sugar City Morning Show para hoy, 18 de noviembre. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Ojalá y bien. Hace momento tuve un problemita con el laptop que no pude dar el reporte del estado del tiempo. Y yo estoy muy consciente que mucha gente espera para esto. Y porque me dicen, me gusta cómo lo explicas y etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Pues yo siempre digo que si yo no fuera, si yo no hubiera, mis padres no han sido quienes fueron y estar envuelto en lo que hacían, que es perfeccionaria, yo fuera meteorólogo, claro que sí, porque me encanta todo hablando de los huracanes y ciclones y etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Compañeros, good morning. Again, this is the general weather forecast for today, Monday, the 18th of November. And just quickly, I'd like to yo quiero felicitar a... Vamos a ver quiénes son las personas que cumplen años hoy. No hay personas que cumplen años hoy. ¿Qué pasó? Bueno, no aparece ninguno. No aparece ninguno. Dry and cool conditions linger over the area. And the 24-hour forecast is going to be variably cool, cloudy, and dry. So the winds coming from the north-northwest at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state light chop. Temperatures along the coast, 80 as a high, 68 as a low. That's ideal. That's perfect. Inland, 82 as a high, 62 as a low. In the hills, 73 as a high and 58 as a low. There are no advisories in place. Yes, there's a little, remember that cloudiness I told you about in the Atlantic that was lingering in the Atlantic? Well, there's a 50% chance for it to turn out into something, but tell you what, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be circling the Atlantic and going, vamos a ver dónde está yendo. It's going to be going north, so nothing to worry about, absolutely nothing. The outlook for tomorrow, Tuesday, fair weather will continue on Tuesday and Tuesday night with little or no rainfall. A low tide this morning at 8:41, a high tide at 2:58 this afternoon, another low tide at 7:30 tonight, and another high tide at 2:08 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 5:59, 1 before 6, and the sun is setting this evening at 16 minutes after 5. The moon is setting at 11:26 this morning and rising at 11:02. Thank you, forecaster Francisco Wellington. Buenos días, compañeros. Perdón que no les pude dar el reporte del estado del tiempo del primer segmento, hace momentos, pero ya entró el programa. Benditas cosas funcionan a su tiempo, ¿no? Condiciones secas y frescas continúan controlando el clima sobre nuestra área. Entonces, para las siguientes 24 horas estará nublado, fresco y seco. Ideal. Los vientos del norte-noroeste, 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar ligeramente agitado, temperaturas por la costa 80, 68. 80 como una máxima, 68 como una mínima. Eso es perfecto. En el interior, 82 como una máxima, 62 como una mínima. Casi perfecto. Y por las colinas 73 a una máxima, 58 como una mínima. El 58 está bastante frito. No hay advertencias en lugar. ¿Qué se espera mañana martes? Igual. Una marea baja a las 8:41, una alta a las 2:58 por la tarde, otra baja a las 7:30 hoy por la noche y otra alta a las 2:08 mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 5:59 y se oculta a las 5:16. De igual forma, la luna primero se oculta a las 11:26 hoy por la mañana y sale de nuevo a las 11:02 hoy por la noche. Compañeros, tenemos que agradecerle mucho a Francisca Wellington por esta información y ya habiendo dado ese reporte, vamos a estar esperando a nuestro invitado de los lunes, pero primero vamos a una pausita para comer unos meat pies y tomarse unos cafecitos. Vamos a la pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 26 minutes after 7 o'clock. The little story about the meat pies was a little bit too premature. They have not arrived. But we're waiting. Please join me this morning, as always, in saying good morning and welcome to our good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning, Checky.
Thank you, Nebo Namole. Boite Binafi.
Boite Binafi, ¿cómo estás?
Why? I'm okay. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nebo. Ida Biange.
La tuya por las dudas.
Ida Biange, pa. What do you got, man?
Tú sabes que me dicen las cosas, pero en Garífuna, pero por una razón no me queda. No me queda por nada. Y al siguiente día ya no sé qué me estás diciendo. Así que, ¿cómo estás?
But good morning, I'm okay, thank God. Muchas gracias. Muy buenos días a todos.
Today is obviously the eve of the Garifuna Settlement Day.
That's right.
But what do we have here in Orange Walk?
Well, as we talk about the eve of the celebration of the Garifuna culture in our country of Belize, which I say is a culture of Belize because it's Belize, no? And over the weekend, they had the Battle of the Drums. And you remember the guys from St. Bite that was here? 2 years ago, they came in second, and Dandriga.
All the young boys from St. Bite.
Yeah.
They were excellent.
Right, they were excellent, you know, and Dandriga came in first, so I want to congratulate them and everybody. Secretariat of the Battle of the Drums, all the way from Paine, Punta Gorda. With the Binafi Paine, hope everything is fine over there. And so all over the country tonight at different Garifuna communities, there will be drumming and dancing and singing and hudut and darasa and bondiga and everything when it happens.
What is bondiga?
Food.
Food? What kind of food? Do you know?
What kind of Garifuna food? I was looking at a documentary, but I don't so remember. But I know the darasa is the one like the tamales.
Why I'm asking you is because in Spanish there's a food called albondiga.
Albondiga.
And that's essentially what it is meatballs.
Yeah. Well, the bondiga, I not so remember what the bondiga is, but the darasa is the one that they do that looks like the tamales, but they're fully loaded. And then they have they have the hudut. They got the bailop, all the nice food, and the plastic cake. The plastic cake is very nice. Thanks, Miss Naomi. Good morning. Yeah, it was good. It was good. And tomorrow, Miss Naomi will be having hudut as well at her residence there. And Miss Flores will have that Bible chapel tomorrow. So good morning to you, ladies, and good morning to everyone that will be having food. But you were asking what's happening here in Orange Walk tonight. There is a private function that usually goes big, and it happens tonight once again. But you know, we're not really publicize that much because it's a function that they do invitees. You know, but if you want, you can go around because you know what? They have a parade too. You know, they have a parade around 9 o'clock tonight. What's the name of that street, pa? Where Mr. Grijalva's office is? Mr.
Grijalva's office would be, I think it's in Dangriga, not Dangriga Street. It would be, I don't recall, Corozal Street or Belize Street or one of those.
Yeah, well, they have a parade around 9 o'clock, and that parade comes from the San Andres area, San Andres Street, going down to by where Mr. Grijalva's office is, at the resident where they have that big bash.
Where Nelita is?
Yeah, and that is a big, I must commend Nelita because she has been doing this for so many years. And you know she's in and out of Belize, but one time this time is coming around, she makes sure that her presence is here, and she does that. And you see, the thing is that what she does as well is enlighten us and educate all of us with the culture, because it's not only Garifuna persons that is invited there.
And it's not only Garifuna food that you're going to eat. As far as I know, there's going to be boil-up. And but that's not entirely Garifuna. That's very Creole.
Yeah, they will be having the wadabo as well, with the nice lassus.
So I'd like to give thanks to somebody very special to me. I'd like to give thanks to my good friend Florencia Castillo Mut for the invitation and for permitting me to spend a couple of hours with the family yesterday at their home. Miss Docha, un gran gusto saludarle como siempre. Una señora que a sus 89 años todavía tiene un espíritu de una joven. Un gran gusto saludarles. Y quiero decirles que cuando quieran relleno negro y no quieren hacerlo ustedes, pueden encargarlo con Mut. Puedes ir simplemente a la página de Florencia Castillo. Florencia Castillo, a ordenar, porque cada sábado o cada sábado de su tiempo, ella hace relleno para vender. Y mira, ¿cómo se vende? Porque está bien hecho con su recado molido a casa y gran cantidad de carne te da con el embutido, bueno, todo, y ahí está un precio excelente. Y si quieres comprar la mitad de esa cantidad, puedes. Y si también quieres comprar toda la gallina en olla y toda más cosa, lo puedes conseguir también. Así que, compañeros, tienes que llamar a Mut, si la conoces, ve a su página Florencia Castillo y ahí puedes tú ver todo lo que hace ella, que es excelente cocinera. Felicidades, Mut, que tengas un excelente día.
Yeah, so congratulations and thanks for keeping up that culture, because that was where I was going, Mr. Martinez. But the thing is that what is happening is that when, excuse me, hello, good morning.
Morning, Cynthia.
Good morning, Cynthia.
Concerning the Garifuna food.
Yeah, please lower the television.
All right now.
Just lower the television, then after the Garifuna food right now. All right, boy, to be now for sister.
Darasa. That's our different one where you do like tamalito.
Okay.
All right, and the bundiga, the outer green banana we grated.
Oh.
Okay.
Green banana that is grated.
Yes.
Versus albondiga, which in Spanish is beef meatballs.
Yeah, so
thank you very much, Ms. Cynthia, for clarifying.
So the bundiga, the one you grate the
green,
the green banana. Yeah, that's supposed to ital. So as we talk about that, Mr. Martinez, you know, it goes back way back. You remember Nelita's parents, right? That used to live.
Of course.
And then
Village Road.
Then from way back, then we had the Soul Makusa, right at a child farm. Then we also had great men's that were here, like Mr. Philip Alvarez. We have Mr. Roque Rodriguez. We had Bra. You know, we had the, you remember Bra, right?
And don't forget the women, please.
Yeah, I know, but you remember Bra, right?
Of course, they were good friends.
Yeah.
And
then, you know, we also have great women out there that are keeping up this great culture, you know. And it's good to see that this is happening, Mr. Martinez, because, but talking about the park, tonight there will be drumming, singing in the park and dancing, and of course that Miss Cynthia just mentioned about the nice food. They will be having Ital food. They say, Mohabab say, give me somebody Ital food, you know, hudut tapor ereba, hudut tapor cassava. You know, so all this will be happening tonight at the
he
park.
knows all of the words to these songs because obviously he sings it in the, you know.
Well, you see, Mr. Martinez, what happened is that we were on tour with the late great Andy Palacio, that was embracing the culture so strong. And like we say in the song, he said, Ereba, Ereba. What they say after Ereba? Cassava.
Cassava.
You know, so it was like a teaching, because sometimes when you cannot learn some things in the form of a song, you can learn so much more. You can learn to, because Ereba, people know the song as Ereba, so automatically they are locked into the language. You understand? So all these people that are here, you see, and now the culture is spreading now all over the country, because Corozal House of Culture will be having Eurome tomorrow morning. Orange Walk will be having, Belize City will be having, Dandriga all over.
And let's just quickly recap that Eurome, because it's going to be happening at the Banquitas. The arrival is going to be at the Banquitas riverfront. But it's going to be leaving upstream.
From Mbat Landing.
From Bat Landings.
The last time.
I think that's what they said the last time, right? Or closer,
By the toll bridge area.
By the toll bridge area. So, and then they'll be paddling all the way in until you get to Banquitas, where then they will be walking from there.
Yeah, but the reenactment is that the whole reenactment will be there, no? And then drums will be beating, because when these people are given permission to come on land, Mr. Martinez, it's a celebration. It's a celebration, and believe me, a lot of people go down there for that, no? But you know that, you see, what happened is we have the Mestizo Maya culture that we see that they are doing a lot in the north. I'm not sure how it is different parts of the country, no? But then, like the Garifuna, they are spreading their culture throughout the entire country. If you want to be someone that is being recognized, I'm calling on the Creoles as well. What's up with the Creoles? Maybe things are happening and we're not seeing it. But I know Miss Myrna Manzanares I believe she's the president or some.
And who said Creole no got no culture?
You remember Silvana?
Of course, she was my schoolmate.
Silvana was strong.
Silvana Uds.
Yeah, Uds. Uds. So you take out the W then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she has been pushing hard the Creole.
She always said that her name was Silvana, meaning forest, and Woods meaning forest.
Okay. So yeah, Woods.
Yeah, Wood, you know, that was repetitive.
You should call her Woody, man. You know, so I really highlight and commend the persons that are keeping up this Garifuna culture, and like I said, the Mestizos and the Mayas, because, you know, like right now, that anything they have the orange work when it comes to schools and different presentations, and so you always see the Mestizos, Maya, they are doing their thing. Now we are seeing the Garifuna getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But believe me, it's hard to keep up these organizations, you know. So you have to commend the ladies, because if you check out, we have a lot of Garifuna men's, but if you check out the force behind it right now, it's mostly ladies, just like with the Mestizo culture.
You see me fiddling right there with the computers because I'm looking for the date that the Garifuna settled in Belize. I think it would be 1821. Somebody please call me and
when they
give me that
arrived in
information.
Belize.
The arrival of the year when they arrived into Belize, please, so that I can have it. Because I'm fiddling here, and for the love of God, I mean, it just doesn't have it.
Maybe if you go to the National Garifuna Council, if you go on their webpage.
Yeah, but I went into Wikipedia and it
Wikipedia must not know if it spells some anything. Go to the National Garifuna Council, man, it must be there right there. But
Okay.
like I say, Mr. Martinez, we have to commend the ladies that are strong behind this, because you see, one time these people have interviews and they come around, it's only the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the men's are in the background, they dig out the cassava and get things done, no? But if you want your culture to spread, you have to work towards it, man. You have to get things going, and everybody know about.
It's something that is typical, is of almost every culture, where especially here, or even in any organization, you go to church. Who are the ones who are the leaders of the committees? It's women. You go to the schools. Who are the ones who are the majority of teachers? It's women. And these are critical positions that these women have. And let me tell you that in the stratosphere, if I can use that word, of society, the Garifuna have distinguished themselves to key positions in society. As a matter of fact, our chief magistrate here is Garifuna here in Orange Walk, Ms. Arana. So, I'd like to congratulate all of them on this day, and because obviously we'll not be here tomorrow. So we'd like to extend our congratulations to all the Garifuna here. Wish them well, wish them many, many, many years, pero tantos años más de estar con nosotros, and that they can become a formidable force, or they continue being a formidable force in Belize.
And we want you to come out to the Eurome. It's very important. Sometimes they take these studies into school, they take these subjects into school, and teachers wants you all to do this research. So if the kids can't come out early in the morning and the parents come out, then you will learn a lot. Remember, it's about our culture of Belize. It's the Garifuna culture, but they are Belizean, so I take it as a Belize culture as well.
Exactly. Obviously, it has to be Belize culture. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. It's 7:42, 18 minutes before 8, as best as I know. Our meat pies have arrived.
Creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
It's raining tacos.
It's the 9th annual Tacos Festival on Sunday, November 24th at the Orange Walk Central Park. It's gonna be bigger, better, and brighter. Come enjoy delicious tacos from beef, chicken, pork, seafood, tacos al pastor, pibil in pork and chicken, and Reno tacos, cultural presentations, marching band parade starting 9 a.m. from in front of Universal Radio through the principal streets of Orange Walk with Orange Walk's marching bands. Join us on the main stage with Soca Queen Ernestine Carballo, Continental Cat, Legendary Dan McCoy, and the Happy Cow Man, Miami Martinez, along with the Youth Connection Band. Grand stage giveaways by Coca-Cola and Lighthouse. Games for the kids, bouncy house, bumper cars, beach cruiser race, lots more games, funs, and eating of the best tacos, the Orange Walk Tacos. It's the 9th annual Tacos Festival on Sunday, November 24th at the Orange Walk Central Park. Brought to you by Quality Poultry Products, Coca-Cola and Lighthouse, Niche, Caribbean Rum, Rapidito Loans, Quartz Ready Cash, Orange Walk East Standard Bearer, Kevin Bernard, and by Universal Radio.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter here?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Sugar City Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, live and direct from North Division Canadiens, Channel 10, here in Orange Walk. It's a pleasure to be in your company. Un gran gusto estar en tu compañía. Buenos días, son las 7:50. 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. I was...
Mr. Martinez, thanks very much for the...
You are always welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. I really appreciate it. And before you go there, Mr. Martinez, somebody's asking what is going to be the price for the how much will they sell the plate of food tomorrow so I can balance my budget. Well, I don't really know how much they sell it for, but Miss Flores will be in front of the Orange Walk Bible Chapel. Then we have Naomi that will be having her food. That's on Santa Familia Street where she lives, no, Jupa?
That will be Santa Familia Street.
All right,
yes.
so you can get in touch with them, but the food will be there, then they'll be having at the park as well. But thanks very much for the meat pie, Mr. Martinez. It's nice.
And we have to thank Rosario Escalante for that. And Ismael, un primito.
Yep, Chepe too.
Chepe.
Mr. Martinez, I'd like you to see if you can send out a message for me in Spanish.
Sure.
I'd like to send a message to the Che family in Yochen. The Che. The Che family in Yochen. If they can please get in touch with Damian Che and ask them to please call Mr. Robert Cheque Usher at 600-5769. Please.
Un mensaje para la familia Che en
Yochen.
Yochen. Si los conoces, por favor, o si nos escuchan, mejor aún, por favor, ponerse en contacto con el señor Robert Cheque Usher. El número para llamar es 600-5769. 600-5769. Un mensaje para la familia Che en Yochen.
Damián,
por favor, contactarse con el señor Robert Cheque Usher lo antes posible. 600-5769. También quiero enviarles saludos a ciertas personas aquí en Orange, obviamente a mi familia, y también quiero enviarles saludos a mi sobrino que ayer cumplió años.
Wow.
Y a Carlos, sí, y también a todos los garífunas que mañana celebran su día, o mañana no estaremos aquí, así que estamos enviándoles saludos a todos desde muy temprano ahora. Algo plasmado, si por decir, con las, quizás no sé la palabra, pero no sorprendido, porque sorprendido no es la palabra, pero enojado al saber de que I was annoyed when I heard back again the execution in Belize City.
Yes, yes.
Just on Friday or Thursday, what was our conversation? You told me
Things look like it is slowing down.
You noticed that it's been slowing down, the crime in Belize City. And I went like, yes, so true. Well, it turns out that we go about it.
Yeah, talk too quick.
We talk too quick. An 18-year-old has a pending charge of murder. He was caught minutes after he allegedly killed an innocent man. This one is particularly senseless because, again, an athlete and working man was targeted, and it happened right in front of his home.
Yep.
Fireman and accomplished basketball player, 30-year-old Giovanni Lennon, lay dead on Welch Street last night. All the life suddenly sapped from long, powerful limbs that one blocked shots. And you wonder why? Why was he executed, shot at, and the life just shot out of him in a vicious action like that? What's working? What's going on?
What's his name, Pa?
His name is Giovanni Lennon.
Okay, you know he's from Orange Walk, right?
No, actually I didn't.
Yes, you know the Young family, Carol Young and those people.
Yes.
It's Carol's son.
Really?
Yeah, that is Carol's son. I believe they used to call him Barney, if I'm not mistaken, because in the early days.
Will that be Brian's family as well? No?
Yeah, they are Brian's family. Mm-hmm. But I think Brian is Carol's nephew.
Okay.
Right?
So he would be his cousin.
Yeah, but what happened is he used to play basketball around when Randy and Cindy were growing up. They were very, very close because we used to live in the area. We used to live by where Miss Elisa lived. Mm-hmm. Miss Elisa.
Cotton Street.
Yeah, Cotton Street. And you know they used to have that house right in that area. Mm-hmm. And they used to live close to where we were, but Carol has moved to Carmelita. She lives in Carmelita in the, I think in the Little Africa area. Mm. That's on the other side where the original Walden.
Is that it called? Little Africa?
Yeah. Yeah, but this young boy...
Oh, they have Spanish Town, they have Little Africa, they have just about anything.
And they got the mean.
Carmelita. Uh-huh.
And they got Dolisville. And Mr. Davco Avenue.
Why?
So, this young person is from Orange Walk, and he's well known here in Orange Walk, growing up with, like I tell you, like in the age of Randy and Cindy, and also Abby, who is a officer as well. I was talking to Abby on Saturday night, that's Miss Naomi's son. He was telling me that, man, these things are happening, and he said that the person moved up close to this young boy and just shot in from
why?
the back.
The question is why?
Well, I don't really know why, but he's hurted by it as well because he was one of the persons growing up with this young man here in Orange Walk. And Carol has been through so much, Mr. Martinez. Carol has been going through so much because, her husband, Mr. Roque Rodriguez, Cyril Rodriguez, better known as Roque, passed about 3 or 4 years ago.
I see, so.
So this is tough. And you see, these young boys are not given that opportunity to live their life the way they're supposed to live their life because at an early age, your life are taken away. You are asking why.
Could it be mistaken identity?
Kabali no mess with nobody, man.
That's exactly right.
You understand?
Let's see what Sergeant Alejandro Cobo has to say. He says, we understand that the police officer was in the immediate area. He heard a gunshot and he proceeded to that location. And as he was approaching that area, he saw a male person running from the scene with a firearm in his hand. He ordered the male person to stop over. The person raised his hand and pointed a firearm at his direction.
What?
As a result, the police pulled out his service firearm and fired a shot at the male person who thereafter ran through some houses. Obviously, he missed. I wish he hadn't missed. Ran through some houses, through a construction site, and then jumped into Rogers Stadium, where he was later caught by the police officers. when asked if he's known to the police, he says, yes, he's known to us. I know he was dealt with previously, also shooting that happened by Youth for the Future Drive. I know that these charges were withdrawn from him.
What?
You see, that's the problem.
Yes, I get away.
That is the problem. They get away, do the same, pardon my word, but do the same shit all over again.
So me know the word
because the system is not working.
Yeah, they say me know the word about come here get
The
away.
judicial system is just not working. So
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, you see, like us as citizens, what we have to do is we have to start to prepare ourselves, you know. We have to start to get our plan action put together.
What exactly do you mean?
These people that are out there doing these killings, when they go after you, they go with a plan. They have a plan. Okay, if you run so and got somebody over there or out there, I know who goes so car go jump on fence. But what happened to us? We don't have no plan. So when the people come, you don't know what to do. You need to set one plan, especially when you reach home. When you're coming out, you have to say, okay, these are my codes, this is what I will use to make sure that if anybody try attack me, I know how to move. But on a random one like that, it's hard. Because people are just walking on the street going home and figure, yeah, I don't mess with nobody, man. And sometimes I pass them by and them boy don't mess with me, I heal them by. But you have to develop your plan as well if anything get out of place. Because when especially when people go rob the shop and so, they go and plant, you know.
Well, I would imagine, but sometimes their plans don't go accordingly, and then that's when they begin to act spontaneously.
Yeah, true.
And that is where sometimes they either goof or they make mistakes or they do the right move. But again, this is what upsets me. That this man who shot at and killed Mr. Lennon had shot somebody before. And the charges had been withdrawn because I would imagine that there was somebody who failed to give evidence, and therefore the case had to be thrown out.
Yeah, because the magistrate cannot put any charge. They don't have enough supporting evidence.
Exactly. So again, you notice the same people perpetuating the same kind of actions, and still roaming the streets rather than have been put behind bars. And you wonder, what haven't we been through this in the past? Haven't we discussed this amply on TV, radio, around our dinner table, around bars? What needs to be done? Do we need some miracle coming down from heaven to repair the situation?
That doesn't come.
That doesn't come so easy. What do we need to do? We need new laws. The laws are antiquated. We need a review of the judicial system. We need incentives for those police officers. There needs to be a revamping of the of the whole judicial system where people can begin to have confidence in the police department all over again.
Yeah, because of people, because sittings happen, but they're not talk to. Because they say, boy, the record will talk and a man get away.
Because they're afraid that the same thing might happen, that they withdraw the case and they say, they come back after you, that you talk about me, that you, and the person then is afraid.
Yeah, I get surprised, man. This happened.
He's afraid. I said, I shouldn't have talk. I shouldn't have said nothing. Next time, I say not to say something, I know and talk.
Yeah. I know see.
I never do. I don't know. I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, you ask. I could see everything when the police ask me. I don't know nothing. I don't see nothing. No ask me nothing.
Because
I
they're
don't know.
afraid. Because of the system of the way it works. Where 1 minute the man is shooting and killing a man, the next minute he's out walking on the streets.
Yeah, but Mr. Martinez, if we could remember, man, it come from an acting, I don't know if I have an acting attorney or a full attorney that we need to eliminate this person so that things go happen. You remember that case? When the attorney was charged?
I don't recall.
You don't remember that?
No. Please remind me.
Aye, man, they may have one case, somebody go on, and there was a conversation. And this attorney was talking to somebody, and he said we need to eliminate certain person to make sure that this case go through the right way. I know call the attorney name because they brother then got things set up. You don't recall that, pa?
I don't recall.
I think that time you were sick. But one time we go up on the break, I want to give you the name so you can research it. That person that attorney is on charge right now for that.
Really?
Yes.
I don't, for the love of God, I just don't remember. But
you remember too one time they catch some of them people for human. I don't know if that's human development, but one of the organization that could get tree cut off with human trafficking, and they work in that department. Then they bring people that do not have any documents to be in Belize. I think they were coming from the western border. Allegedly, they were heading for the northern border or Botes or someplace, and then people work in the system. You see how far we go, how deep is deep? They're not only they say, oh, well, maybe the police said something, or the police said, boy, you know what? That's why they got talk about you, know. And we can't help you with this, so you have to make sure something happen.
Even Ty Bradley, who is a co-worker, says he is a hard baller and a hard worker and one of the best firemen who is here right now. Presently, he was up for a proportional post. He was a good guy and an excellent baller. All the ballers know that he was one of the best ballers in the league, too. And Colin Gillett, who's the fire chief, says he hit me very hard. Because we were out here talking to him the very evening because we are starting a volunteer program. And he's one of the trainers for the volunteers. I mean, commendable job that he's doing. So we were joking about how we can't take it too easy on them. Rough them up so that they can understand what it takes to be a firefighter, because he is so physical and so towering that the volunteers really look up to him. So he was like a model. He could be used as a model. Why is it that his life has been ended so quickly?
Yeah, so
by some individual.
Our condolences.
What kind of gripe could he possibly have? Is it mistaken identity? Is it envy? Is it jealousy? What is it? You just don't know. Could it be that maybe he was secretly involved in the underworld, quote, with some activity? I don't think so. I don't think that perhaps there was a skirmish, a little confrontation with somebody.
Or a mistaken identity.
Or a mistaken identity, because how best can you begin to explain this? No other way.
Barney no message nobody, you know.
Exactly.
One time he used to there around there and so that young boy barely want to talk, you know. The most thing we do
asking the plainest way that anybody would, why did they kill the man? And College says, I have no idea. We're still in shock. We actually had a counseling session for our firefighters here this morning through. So, what went wrong? What went wrong? What prompted this individual to fire a shot at an up-and-coming individual? Huh?
Yeah, but
when is this going to stop? And I'm just hoping that the police is going to make a case out of this, an actual case, that he will be brought to court, taken to jail, and convicted and taken to jail, and sent there for a while. And please, don't make this man come out again. Because if he has already done it twice, and make it come out again,
yes,
then it begins to tell us something else, and there's no confidence in the judicial system. We can't have any more confidence, and people are going to begin taking justice in their own hands.
Yeah, it's tough. So our condolences to Carol, to Karen, and the rest of the family. Man, that is as close as we can go, Mr. Martinez.
This is exactly. I don't know them personally, but I feel that I know them, and extend my condolences to the entire family. I have a neighbor who I believe is his family. So condolences to the entire family.
Yeah, he's Pisces cousin, you know. But you know, as the time goes by, we have to start to look out for each others as well, man. Because when these tough things happen, it's tough. And you know, Mr. Martinez, they have a lot of missing person reports going on. I don't know what happened when it comes to these missing persons, because there's so much to report on. One time when they deal with one, you forget what next one was there. just like the different cases that, they had these shootings here in Orange Walk, those shootings in Corozal, and alleged kidnapping and so much, and police continue investigating, and we're not hearing anything. Maybe things that happen and we know they hear or we know they know, but things like it on a halt, man. It looks like it's on a halt.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's about it. Make what they call breeze off, man.
Let's take a little break because that one he riled me up. 8:08 will be taking a break and we'll be right back with you.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, 8:14, las 8:14. Estamos hablando en el segmento anterior acerca de, pues simplemente la semana pasada mi compañero y yo estamos hablando acerca de que pareciera como si la actividad criminal en Belice se había apaciguado un poquito y que estamos bastante alegres por eso. Y que ojalá que, no obstante el hecho que es noviembre, que cuando generalmente la cantidad de asaltos se incrementan, de que no la estamos viendo. Justo cuando el viernes nos azotan con el cuento en las noticias acerca de un muchacho ejemplar, en realidad nacido aquí en Orange Walk, con parentaje de aquí, de Orange Walkeño, ¿okay? Que fue muerto este fin de semana por un individuo de 18 años. No sabemos la razón enteramente por qué, y todavía estamos perdidos acerca de el por qué. Un hombre que es hasta casi un joven modelo. Mira, es bombero, trabaja con la casa de bomberos.
Pero cuando dice la palabra ¿por qué, Mr. Martínez? El reporte está diciendo que había una persona esperando afuera.
Vamos a escuchar qué dice el reporte de...
Just put the mic closer if you want.
Shot jumpers, led firemen and manned fire hoses. We take that hard because at the moment,
You have to put the mic a little bit closer to the speaker.
sleep last night. I get up and I can't sleep, man. We take that bad. Take that real bad. At 7:18 last night, Lennon was walking out of his girlfriend's house on Wall Street when awaiting...
Stop there. 7:18. Look at the time. 18 minutos después de las 7, él sale de la casa de la novia.
Gunman fired multiple shots,
Y ahí,
killing
pow.
him instantly. Police responded immediately.
We understand that the police officer was in the immediate area. He heard a gunshot and he proceeded to that location. And as he was approaching that area, he saw a male person running from the scene with a firearm on his hand. He ordered the male person to stop, however the person raised his hand and pointed a firearm at his direction. And as a result, the police pulled out his service firearm and fired a shot at the male person, who thereafter ran through some houses to a construction site and then jumped into the Raja Stadium, where he was later caught by police officers.
The suspect is an 18-year-old well-known to police and gang-affiliated.
Well, yes, he is known to us. I know that he has been dealt with previously for also a shooting that happened by Youth of the Future Drive. I know that those charges were withdrawn from him.
Do you all expect to charge him for murder by the weekend?
Well, we are working on the case, and I believe, yes, maybe by tomorrow morning, he will be charged.
How is it that the police were unable to retrieve the murder weapon? All things considered, you all responded with lightning quickness, but that is one missing piece.
Well, last night we did a thorough search of the entire area. However, we were unsuccessful in finding a firearm. I know that police officers were there early this morning and we're still trying to canvass the area to see if we can locate that firearm from there.
And while a teenager will be charged, it does nothing to make any sense of this. A working man and a known athlete gunned down like a gangster.
Because he's a cool guy. Nobody will get no trouble, none to the laugh, get no trouble or nothing like that. He cool guy come to work, play ball just like me, work to home.
And today a black bow hung prominently above the fire station, while firemen got counseling.
Compañeros, hasta allí lo llevamos. Porque uno, pues yo al escucharlo el viernes me quedé bastante deprimido. Porque te imaginas tú, esto me recordó el caso, just reminded me of the case of the young man.
Dwayne. Yeah. The same thing Abby was telling me.
Exemplary young men. Exemplary young men who are outstanding in their own ways. They are excellent athletes, basketball players. This Mr. Lennon was a model for firefighters, for young firefighters, and he was being used to train the volunteers, etc., etc. I mean, something that just doesn't come easy, doesn't come automatically. You need to have the process of certain qualities for you to be able to assume those positions.
And it's good when we see young people coming up this way.
Thank you very much. And for the life to be extinguished of him, just like that, losing another bright individual, and to think even worse that this man who shot at him had already committed it before but had been released because of X amount of reasons. So I'm mad because of that. I'm mad because the system apparently is not working completely. How is it that a man, if he had committed this kind of thing before, that young man must be maybe 16 or 17 when he did that.
Yeah, true.
Huh? And for X amount of reasons was released because there was no evidence apparently.
Not enough.
Not enough. I know that the law is the law, but good Lord, man. I mean, there are certain things that you do.
Then it make you wonder if there's not other persons involved, because if they can't find the firearm, and then they search.
Maybe there was somebody who he gave it to, and he just just gone, throw it in a latrine or something like that.
Because those weapons or those materials or items are used as strong evidence in court.
And without the what you call it, well, the case might be easily lost.
Yeah.
But I do believe that if that person was caught in Rogers Stadium, and it were different, that rather than having a police fight the case in court, you have district attorneys. I hope that we'll be able to have it something like in the States, where actual lawyers fight the case for the government, for the against the criminal. When going into magistrate's court. Because in most cases the police who do it upon instructions of the DPP, but then they are, when you know how some of these lawyers go, they're too smart for the police officer, way too smart. And the police normally loses the cases.
That's why I tell the people got a plan.
They lose the case. So the murderer walks out. When will it stop?
And the family keeps on grieving.
When will it stop? How many people's lives must be lost before we can actually have a change in the way things are done here in Belize? We need a judicial review. We need change in the laws. We need the change in the way the police do stuff. We need that urgently. How long it takes for us to do that? I don't know. Maybe a couple of years before anything like that can happen. But we must begin sometime.
Yeah, this is something serious that our country needs to look into, and very urgent, because we are not preparing for it. It's already here. It's here. It's here already. So if we not start to tackle it, then when will it stop?
Y muchas gracias, señor Miguel Ángel Cocón. Muchas gracias por sus saludos. Igualmente a toda nuestra audiencia ahí en
San José
Socorro. Muchas gracias, la familia Cocón, que fielmente nos ve. Y me imagino que estarán también diciéndoselo a otras personas en San José, en San José Socorro, que nos están viendo. Un atento saludo a todos. Un gusto saludarles.
On this commemoration of Garifuna Settlement Day, the Honorable Gaspar Vega and his entire family takes this opportunity at this time to wish all Garinagu a happy, safe, and blessed Garifuna Settlement Day from the Honorable Gaspar Vega and family.
And thank you very much. And I'd like to join along with everybody else in saying happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all Garinagu. No, what's going to be on sale, you said, today? You're going to have hudud?
Yeah, they will have that's tonight, no?
That's tonight.
Yeah,
that's the Nelita's private thing.
Yeah, right? But the National Garifuna Council Orange Walk branch will be having a big bashment at the park tonight. Saturday was good. A lot of people came out. A lot of people came out, and the drummers, the Punta Queen, the Sahau man. You know the Sahau man, Joe? The man was selling the Sahau man.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the man do it. He had the Punta King, you know. Punta King was out there with the next gentleman that was singing.
Oh, yeah, the one has a van.
Yeah, he got a van. The Punta King do it thing, and then there was another person that was singing some of those Garifuna songs. Very nice with the drums, you know. And so tonight, the drums will be beating tonight at the park, the shaka, the nice food, you know. But tomorrow is the day when time we will be have a wider array of Garifuna dishes, because the National Garifuna Council will be having.
That's during the day in the morning.
Yeah, right after the mass. And the mass is around 8 o'clock.
After the Urume, the arrival, then from Banquitas, then there's a parade going to church.
To La Immaculada Church.
Of note is that most of the Garifuna are Catholic.
Yep.
I do know some of them that are evangelists, but that's not a problem. At the end of the day, they're still Christian.
Yeah, so what happened in the days of Mr. Martinez, the Catholic institution was, there was not so many denominations around those times, so they are Catholics. But what happened is, so they parade to the church where they'll be having the mass, mostly in Garifuna, and then, but in English as well. Then they go to the park after the mass is at 8 o'clock, so assumption is by 9:30, between 9:30 and 10, food's supposed to be ready at the park. We'll be having drumming, singing, and dancing. And you are invited to come out. Take the kids, make the carry and leave book and write down some things, because, you know, sometimes teachers say, okay, let's talk about Garifuna Settlement Day. What happened in Orange Walk for Garifuna Settlement Day? Or what happened in PG? Can you recall what you saw? What was the name of the food that they were selling? You know, so let us use it as a learning experience as well. And Miss Naomi sent a text that said that the food will be for $12, all right? And her number is 608-6881, 608-6881. So things happen, Mr. Martinez, and el señor Richard Mark va a tener su comida también allá con Tita. ¿Conoces a Tita?
Claro que conozco a Tita.
Yeah, so
Richard Mark es largo, ¿no?
Yeah, I think usually there is Lisa. Usually Lisa goes there. That's Naomi's little sister. You know Lisa, right?
No,
Lisa Gabriel. She usually go there and cook up the rasa.
Oh yes, I know Lisa.
Bradley's sister, man.
Of course.
Yeah, they used to. She usually go. I don't really know exactly what they have this year, but they usually get ital, and things happen. You know. So and tomorrow it's a public and bank holiday over the entire country of Belize. So tomorrow.
Well, you know, do you know that in 1943 it was a holiday only in the southern districts,
right?
Stan Creek and Toledo, and at that time we used to celebrate November 14th as a holiday. Do you remember that?
In lieu of what?
It was Prince Charles' birthday.
Okay.
You remember that?
I also remember.
We also used to celebrate the 21st of April as a public and bank holiday. And the reason that is because it's Queen Elizabeth's birthday, real birthday.
Okay.
Those were eventually cancelled. And in its place, in 1977, it was the Garifuna Settlement Day was declared a public and bank holiday national level in 1977.
77.
And it was also done so for October 12th in memory of the arrival of Christopher Columbus to the Americas. A lot of controversy surrounding that, but at the end of the day, there is still no running away from the fact that upon that, after that happened, well, you saw the Europe, the Europeans started to come to the world, and obviously brought with them their cultures and their religion, etc., etc. Despite what also happened, the massacre, which nobody can possibly forget, nobody, we are still left behind with a unique culture, and that is a culture that is either Spanish in most places here in Latin America, very Spanish, or in some places in the States, very Italian, or very Portuguese, or very French, or very British, or whatever. But the point is that it's Pan-American Day in celebration of the different cultures that arose out of the mingling between those European cultures and the New World cultures,
So
the mestizos.
in 1977, that was what TVR was
Declared a public and bank holiday.
That was what TVR was fighting hard for.
I think that was begun in 1943.
Thomas Vincent Ramos.
That was when he did that in 1943. But in 1977, it became a national holiday. It's a countrywide holiday.
Yeah, that was what Thomas Vincent Ramos was fighting for in Danriga. There is a monument of TVR in Danriga as well, Thomas Vincent Ramos. And they have songs from him as well. I believe Chico Ramos has a song from Thomas Vincent Ramos. He played a big role when it comes to the Garifuna culture and the initiation of the national holiday for the 19th of November.
He was the one who created the Garifuna Settlement Day. Thomas Vincent Ramos, and I'm just going to give you a quick recap of it, lived from September 17, 1887 to November 14th, 1955.
Okay.
So he couldn't have been responsible for the 1977.
Okay.
So I was telling you, it's for the 1943 declaration of public and bank in the southern districts. You get it?
Yeah, right.
Where he passed away in Stan Creek home at the age of 68. Ramos was born in Puerto Cortes. He was Honduran, but later moved and spent most of his life living in Belize. He worked as a school teacher and was known for being a civil rights activist, with primary concern being the lack of health and financial facilities to aid the Garinagu living in Dangriga. He formed the Carib Development Society as a way to help the sick and render financial and to bury their dead. Ramos also fought against the discrimination of the Garifuna people. His most well-known effort was when he lobbied the government to establish a public and bank holiday to commemorate the arrival of the Garifuna in Belize. His request was granted, and Garifuna Settlement Day, which was first known as Carib Disembarkation Day, was first celebrated on November 19, 1941, only in Stan Creek, then later in Punta Gorda and Toledo in 1943, then countrywide in 1977. So he was instrumental in getting it done in Dangriga first in Stan Creek in 1941, Toledo in 1943, where then both districts had a holiday. And then in 1977, where in lieu of Prince Charles' birthday and Queen Elizabeth's birthday, then Garifuna Settlement Day was established for 19 November, and October 12th was given as Pan American Day. And also, I think that May 24th was declared Commonwealth Day. And I can recall these things.
And the 9th of March was also renamed as Benefactors.
Patrons and Benefactors
Right.
Day.
You know, when it used to be Byron Bliss, no?
That's exactly right.
Well, Pa, we need to take our final break of the morning because it's now 27 minutes away from 9 o'clock.
We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lemulus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional road works will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
It's raining tacos.
It's the 9th annual Tacos Festival on Sunday, November 24th at the Orange Walk Central Park. It's gonna be bigger, better, and brighter. Come enjoy delicious tacos from beef, chicken, pork, seafood, tacos al pastor, pibil in pork and chicken, and Reno tacos, cultural presentations, marching band parade starting 9 a.m. from in front of Universal Radio through the principal streets of Orange Walk with Orange Walk's marching bands. Join us on the main stage with Soca Queen Ernestine Carballo, Continental Cat, Legendary Ben McCoy, and the Happy Cow Man, Mimi Martinez, along with the Youth Connection Band. Grand stage giveaways by Coca-Cola and Lighthouse. Games for the kids, bouncy house, bumper cars, beach cruiser race, lots more games, funs, and eating of the best tacos, the Orange Walk Tacos. It's the 9th annual Tacos Festival on Sunday, November 24th at the Orange Walk Central Park. Brought to you by Quality Poultry Products, Coca-Cola and Lighthouse, Niche, Caribbean Rum, Rapidito Loans, Quartz Ready Cash, Orange Walk East Standard Bearer, Kevin Bernard, and by Universal Radio.
Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Welcome back. Las 8:39, escasos 20 minutos faltan para las 9 de la mañana. Atentos saludos a toda nuestra audiencia, especialmente los que están cumpliendo años hoy. Compañeros, hoy en este último segmento queremos rápidamente tratar el tema del problema que está sucediendo en la frontera del oeste. Sabemos de que no ha sucedido mucho desde la última vez que hemos hablado, pero el problema continúa, la confrontación continúa. Y no podemos hacer de menos el problema. Continuamos con el hecho de que los terrenos conocidos por años como siendo parte de Belice con título y todo eso, tan de repente que perteneciendo al señor Jorge Emiliano Espat, tan de repente los vemos envueltos en problemas legales, porque guatemaltecos están diciendo, esto no es Belice, esto es Guatemala. Y tanto así de que una señora ha ido al banco y ha prestado dinero en contra de algo ahí y ha hecho una construcción de cemento en el terreno que supuestamente también le pertenece a un beliceño, al señor Jorge Emiliano Espat. Así que vemos lo que es posible, una confrontación entre las personas, pero una situación bastante tensa, una situación diplomática bastante tensa entre Belice y Guatemala y otros, obviamente las autoridades. Porque al final del día ya sabemos de que hemos llevado el asunto a la Corte Internacional de Justicia. Y entonces, ¿qué hacemos? ¿Esperar hasta que la ICJ dé su veredicto? ¿Qué podemos hacer?
Hello, good morning, muy buenos días.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
You know, this situation in the West
when the ICJ sees this thing, it will be very detrimental to Belize. Because this Guatemalans, they're occupying, utilizing, and defending this part of the land. And that's what the ICJ will see. Who is occupying, who is utilizing, and who is defending the territory. And the Guatemalans are winning us on that. They're coming into our territory and doing the exact thing that the ICJ will be looking at. They will be looking at that who is utilizing, who is occupying, and who is defending the land. And the ICJ will vote upon that. And that's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. Many countries have lost land because of the same thing. They were not utilizing, they were occupying, and they were not defending the territory, and they lost it.
May I interject, sir? Do you think that the ICJ judges are going to literally dismiss the historical aspect of the claim, sir?
Well, once a person is utilizing, hello?
Yes,
yeah,
go ahead,
you're on. Once a person is occupying and is utilizing and is defending the territory, right? It will be looked upon.
Yeah, but I beg to differ from you because the residents of Santa Rosa were eventually evicted. They actually accepted that they were in Belize.
That was only the beginning, because right now, as far as I'm concerned, the OAS is doing nothing. They're really doing nothing because they know this situation from way back, right? It just came public. And I guarantee you something, if this was reported, according to what I understand, to the government in March, and if this was published or brought to the media previously, the ICJ would have another turn. The voting to the referendum would have another turn. A big difference would have happened if this had been published before the referendum to the ICJ, right? Because the OAS is not doing what, the OAS is not doing what they should have been doing. If we should not be occupying 1 kilometer from the border on both sides of both countries, right? The OAS is not doing its job because these people are way within the line. They're not the 1 kilometer from the line, and so the OAS need to be blamed for this too, right? Because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not patrolling or looking into the situation. It's a big problem, man.
Big problem, yes, sir.
And this is what I'm saying, that a person will be occupying, utilizing, and defending a piece of land will have a big effect when we go to the ICJ. Thank you.
I respect the caller's opinion. However, I do believe that it can also be viewed another way. It can be viewed and it can be said that this is the aggressive nature of the Guatemalans in trying to make incursions into Belizean land. Let me give you a story, sir. Many years ago, like they would say in Golden Girls, picture this, 2005, Benca Viejo border. I was very fortunate to one day be with my brother, and who I'm very proud to say, along with Assad Schumann and Lisa and Amon and a number of other people, was one of the more informed persons, being the ambassador of Belize to Guatemala. And he told me, can I tell you something? He said, you see that section over there in Flores Petén? Not Flores Petén. In Melchor de Bencos? You see that last section there where that road is? He said, that's Belizean territory. And I go like, but how the hell will it be Belizean territory? But it's being occupied by Guatemalans. He says, we're going to have a hard time evicting those people. Because out of custom, it has grown to be accepted as part of Guatemalan territory because of the constant incursions, but it is Belizean territory.
So there's no line? There's no line?
But there's no physical line. Okay. That's the problem. And that's what we're waiting on the ICJ to do.
So look at it geographically.
You can only see the point there and do the point there, but then you have to like do some sort of, what is it called? Some sort of judgment, visual judgment. Because you can't just say, well, hold a line there, boy, I make a hold a line there, because it's a long stretch.
Yeah, but how do you determine that when you use GPS?
But the GPS determines it for you. It tells you exactly where you are. But sometimes remember that, have anybody used a GPS?
But you're talking about 2005, Mr. Martinez.
But wait, hold on. Let me finish this. That section was declared part, my brother said that is part of Belize. And I go like, but how can it be a part of Belize and also be occupied by Guatemala? He says it's a tense, fragile situation. We can't go tell, we can, but what do you gain out of telling people, oh, no, get out of my property? Because then they will only rebut and tell you, this is pinche loco, this is Guatemalan territory. You see, people live here. Because in the absence of the actual line, then it's not as if you have a fence. It's not as if you were to have a fence. That said, this stuff for you and this stuff for me. You cross over my land, I dung you. With my shotgun, I dung you.
But
that's the problem.
Hello, good morning.
Let me tell you something that's a fact. I am not making this because I experienced it personally. We were going to visit the monument at the Benke. So we met with the Belizean Armed Forces so that they can show us more or less where our border is. And we were told by a high official in the Belize Defense Force, right, that the OAS have given the Belizean Armed Forces and the Guatemalan Armed Forces GPS apparatus that was zeroed to where the line is. So Belize Armed Forces know where the border references are, and the Guatemalan Army also knows. So officially the OAS is recognizing that there is a border, right? So if they can give the armed forces GPSs to not incur into each other's border when they're patrolling, right? So that means officially the OAS know where the line lies. So if they can throw their GPS and see that these people are incurring in Belize, they need to do something because they are being paid to do this, to guard the sovereignty of both countries, right? So it's not something that I'm making up. It's something that I experienced personally. Another thing, I lived in Guatemala, I studied in Guatemala, and I can assure you that 75%, probably 80% of the population, they don't even care.
Thank you.
All these people from Solola, Alta Verapaz, Baja Verapaz, Quetzaltenango, Huehuetenango, all these places I visited, and I've spoken. Most people up south of Guatemala, they don't even speak Spanish. They speak Quechua, Cachiquel, right? The indigenous people, they don't even care what happened to Belize. These are rich people from Petén, because there's only about 12 people that own the whole of Petén that want to continue coming into our country, right? And pushing the peasants. They're using the peasants. They're using the indigenous people to come across, right? And when they come across, then they will get the land from these people. So the OAS is not doing its job. That's my point that I'm trying to clarify.
Yes,
the OAS and our Belizean Foreign Ministry is not doing their job. Thank you.
Yeah. Pertaining to that, someone says government business to delineate and safeguard the border. This never happened when the British soldiers took care of the borderline.
We have a border. It's marked in the 1859 treaty. But let's not get back to that.
But Mr. Martinez, what you want to say about
saying one marker is here and another marker is here, and we know where. Suppose you know, but we're not fenced it out yet. Any attempt at trying to fence out our border would be viewed as an aggression by Guatemala, because they're saying, you may have an idea of where your border is, but as far as we're concerned, Belize doesn't exist. This is our property. So it's going to be viewed as an aggression. Just think of it, right? Think of it. You must say to hell with Guatemala. Nico go kiss Pale Batam for all I care.
But we are seeing it right now.
Exactly, we're seeing it right now. You cannot do a force offense or anything like that, because remember that it's on the judicial process, under the highest judicial process in the land, in the earth, the ICJ, that is looking at all these things, and within some years it will be settled. In the meantime, what do? Obviously, Belize can launch a report to the ICJ saying that these Guatemalan incursions continue. So contrary to what the caller said, this is going to be to our favor. I don't think that the ICJ is going to say, who they pay the land, boy? A lady will just borrow money from where we'll give you the land. No, because there's a historical aspect to it. Who the property belongs to in the very beginning, depending on where the line is drawn. It's very simple. And if the property lies within Belize, well then that lady will have to be recompensed by the Guatemalan authorities who gave her permission.
Not by Belize?
Not by Belize, because we not do one thing against her. By the Guatemalan authorities who erred in telling her that the property was Guatemala.
Yep.
Like I said, there was a time when there was a group of friends of countries called Friends of Belize. And these people who used to donate hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to help in those situations, to help in the resettlement of these people, of these persons, especially when it came to Santa Rosa, etc., etc., etc. Finding them jobs in some other village, moving their houses from one village to another was not a cheap venture. Not at all. It was expensive. And did Belize have millions of dollars to do that? Was Guatemala willing to do that on its own and accept that they were making incursions into Belizean territory? No. Remember that Guatemala would never do that. As far as they know, they were still in Guatemalan territory. So it was a fragile situation, very fragile, and I'm telling you that sometimes people get all sort of annoyed at the diplomats because ellos solo andan pastoreándose en sus carros bonitos y comiendo comida fina. No lo creas. Tienen más dolor de cabeza que tú y yo. Créeme cuando te digo que cuando yo pasé un tiempo con mi hermano en su casa, venía tan agotado de haber ido a la cárcel a sacar beliceños, de haber estado físicamente argumentándose con soldados guatemaltecos o soldados mexicanos, de estar teniendo que lidiar con los burócratas mexicanos o guatemaltecos que le ponían tantas, y todo esto para tratar de liberar a los beliceños, que muchas veces lo ponían en una situación precaria, lo ponían en situaciones donde, bueno, no puedo contar todo esto, pero una situación bastante difícil. Y no quisiera yo estar. Yo di las gracias que no estaba yo en sus zapatos de mi hermano. Así que no creas lo que pudieras creer que es verdad. Que todo lo que hacen es andar en su carro flamante. Tienen más problemas que tú y yo combinados, créeme. Porque ellos son representantes de un país en un país extranjero. Aparte del hecho que tienen que estar vigilando por su propia seguridad. porque hay tanta gente que los quería ver muertos. ¿Te imaginas tú eso? ¿Te imaginas tú eso? No te lo quiero contar en televisión abierta, pero las cosas que te pudiera contar, pero que no puedo. Pero vivir así no era vivir. A menos de que seas un diplomático que se encierra en los hoteles en Cancún y en Acapulco, y eso no fue, mi hermano, no lo fue. Distinguido porque trabajó hasta el último día para mantener la paz en su país. Y de igual forma lo está haciendo el ministro Wilfred Arrington. Cuando él te dice, desde el día que tú me llamaste, le dijo al señor Spat, yo he estado contactándome con el presidente de Guatemala, con el ministro de Relaciones Exteriores. Bueno, ¿y qué más quieres que haga el ministro? ¿Que se meta en un bulldozer y que haga bulldozer en la casa? No pueden hacer eso. Situaciones frágiles, situaciones bastante delicadas, que tienes que tener paciencia, porque si no, los países del extranjero te dan un regañón. Te dicen, bueno, Belice, ¿por qué tú no pudiste esperar? Estás en una situación bastante frágil, ¿y por qué tuviste que tomar esa decisión? Te vamos a castigar por eso. No queremos eso. Tienes que actuar con mucha sabiduría, y más que eso, actuar, ¿qué es la palabra? ¿Qué es la palabra? Sí, mucha sabiduría. Cordura, esa es la palabra. Con mucha cordura. Para poder saber qué hacer y a la hora qué hacer. Créeme, que sí se está haciendo. En aspectos diplomáticos sí se está haciendo, pero tú no lo sabes. Ese es el problema. No te están reportando a ti vía email todo lo que está sucediendo. Así que nosotros, y yo estoy de acuerdo contigo, la gente no sabe qué es lo que está sucediendo detrás de la escena. No lo sabemos. Pero la pregunta es, ¿tenemos que saberlo? ¿Debemos de saberlo? Yo creo que sí, debemos de saberlo. Pero muchas veces es falta de la gente que no se comunica, pero sí se defiende. Y dice, pero desde el muy principio lo he estado haciendo. Pero no me lo has dicho, hijo, no me lo has dicho desde el muy principio. Yo creo que hay que dar el tiempo al tiempo en este caso.
On that note, we'd like to thank everybody who tuned into the Sugar City Morning Show. The time is 9 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow is a public and bank holiday, so we want to wish you the best. Happy Garifuna Day to all brothers, Belizean brothers and sisters across the country of Belize and around the world as we celebrate this special occasion. Reminding you that tonight the National Garifuna Council will be having their big Bram at the park tonight, starting from 7 o'clock. Drumming, dancing, singing, lots of Garifuna culture, Ital food. Tomorrow is the Euromay, 6 o'clock in the morning at Banquitas. Bring out the entire family and check out this great culture. The Mass is at 8 o'clock at La Immaculata Church. Then after the Mass, there is Bram at the park once again with Ital food all day. Miss Flores will be having her Garifuna food sale, her Hudut sale in front of the Orange Walk Bible Chapel around 10 o'clock. Miss Naomi as well will be having her Hudut. It's $9 for one, 608-6881, 608-6881. She will also be having the cassava pudding. I'd like to thank you all on behalf of myself and the entire country of Belize and from Universal Radio, North Television Channel 10 and the Youth Connection Band, wishes one and all a happy, safe, blessed, and enjoyable Garifuna Day. Boite Fedu.
De igual forma me uno con todos a desearles todos un bendito día mañana. Happy Garifuna Settlement Day. Y a todos, cuídense mucho y tengan un precioso día mañana. Nos vemos el miércoles, primero Dios.
City Morning Show.